2026. I can't believe that 2025 is over. There's so many things that I just feel like I was still in 2024. And don't get me started about COVID and the time that we missed from that. But I am so excited for this year. There's so much that's happening. For those that don't know me, my name is Maya. I am a content creator and also I run my own creative agency called Creative Evolution, where we do social media management, help UGC creators, and also do a lot of admin for YouTube podcasts and other bits and bobs, all things creative basically. If you want to find out more, please check out our website, which I'll link below. But we're not rambling on that today. I want to talk about my sort of review of 2025 as well as some of my goals for 2026. So 2025 I feel like was a roller coaster of a year. A lot happened and I feel like a lot's going to happen this year, but last year a lot happened. In January started off the year with just hustling hard. Like I really pushed the business hard. I pushed myself hard. I was going to a lot of events, a lot of creator events, and I feel like that's sort of the focus of 2025, that I really did hustle, especially the first half of the year, was hustling hard at my business. And then in March we went to Vietnam for 3 weeks. So me and my boyfriend went, and that's that is the longest holiday that either of us have had. 3 months was a long time. It became almost like the new normal. We were doing a lot of traveling there, so we didn't just stay in one place. We were in different places. If you want to see more of my Vietnam vlogs, I still haven't finished them. I've still got to add in Ninh Binh, which was our last location. But if you want to see the rest of those vlogs, please check them out and I will pin them somewhere here. It was incredible. I sort of understood my business a bit more, that I was able to work from anywhere, which was amazing, and just really shifted my mindset of, wow, like I'm really doing what I wanted to do. I had dreamed for years of being able to travel and do my business and not feel a beat was skipped, and I feel like that. And I didn't feel like I was working the whole time either. I feel so blessed. It was just perfectly timed. I've not long started the business and it was a big challenge for me and it went well. Also with my relationship, it brought us closer, like being able to spend that much time together. Like when you're away, you're spending 24/7 together in comparison to when you're at home. There's different things that get in the way, like work, not get in the way, but like life just continues. And while we're away, it's such a challenge that then you can't just go off and do something. You can for the odd day, but as in your trip, you're tied together, and that can either be challenging or it can be bonding. And for us, thankfully, it was bonding. There are moments obviously that you want to be on your own, so we did have those times, but it wasn't like get us home because we need our own space. It was very much like we're very much enjoying this journey together. Neither of us have been to Asia, so it was an experience that was amazing to share together. Later in the year, again, I was doing a lot of events. I ended up doing some cool work. So I was doing content creation for a coffee truck, did some for nail tech, did some for a fitness instructor, fitness coach even, as well as some for not R&B, but like a Caribbean music in general boat party, which was amazing. Last year being invited to YouTube after party for Carnival was incredible. I feel like last year was the first year that I've been fully consistent on average on here, and also just in terms of really honing down on filming more, trying to get into the process of filming more and actually putting information out that I want to talk about, and shifting some of my focus on my YouTube. And I'm still in the process of doing this, so I'm not saying it's perfect now at all. Before it was very much me talk about whatever I want to talk about and there was no real structure, whereas now I feel like there's different aspects of my YouTube. There's my business, there's me talking about travel and my lifestyle. Under business is like my UGC as well, my content creation, and then also me talking about my life, which includes my pregnancy at the minute and just those sort of things. So I feel like there's 3 different categories that I'm covering, which is quite nice to have those sort of pillars compared to before where it was just a mishmash of everything and anything. And I was so grateful to be invited to that event. I did feel imposter syndrome because people that were there were huge. DJ AG was there, like massive people, and then little old me. However, I was grateful to be there, and I ended up getting a job from that, from someone that I networked with. Got an admin job for a YouTube podcast, which I will link. You should check out. I'll link it below. But that was Glow Talks, and that was incredible to be a part of that team for the period of time that I was working with them. And it was just an incredible event to be able to go to. I also went to Creator Fest near the end of the year, which again, I learned so much, and it really pushed my mindset to think about what I need to do to level up, but also what my career on here could look like if I put in the time and energy, which is easier said than done. Like, I met such amazing creators, and we discussed a lot about how balancing running your own business as well as doing content is quite hard, especially when the content isn't paying you yet. And as much as it's a passion, you end up prioritizing your business. It's just natural that that's the case. Yeah, that's something that I want to work on this year. But I feel like last year was just, I went to Paris with my mum. I spent a lot of time with my best friend Chloe. Like, I feel like a lot of things in my life sort of aligned. There were obviously hardships during that time. My grandma sadly passed. I had some difficult relationship in terms of like friendships, relationships, everything during that time, and challenges, but that's kind of life. Like, that's just, you have your ups and downs. It's not all glossy. And then also finding out that I was pregnant, ending the year being almost halfway. I'm halfway now. Yeah, ready for the new year, traveling, and it was such an amazing year. I feel like I accomplished so much and passed the 1 year mark of running my business, which was such an achievement. Having a year where I haven't had to, and this isn't bragging, this is me being grateful to myself to hustle hard, because it was not easy, but having a year that I spent running my business 24/7, as in it was the only thing I was doing. I had moments where I almost gave in, but I didn't give in to doing a part-time job, and that's not to put anyone down. It's also not to put it down at all, because that might be my journey at some point going forward. But I was grateful that I didn't have to work a part-time job, that I didn't have to find another like corporate job, that I didn't have to do anything else on the side. Basically, I was able to just sustain working and doing my business full time and solely that, because it's so hard, but the reward is so good. Getting to choose your own schedule, getting to choose who you work with, what you work on, getting to do so many different things that I don't feel like I had the opportunity to do before. So being able to go to events, being able to speak to clients, go to client events, have meetings that are sometimes formal, sometimes informal, building those relationships just in a different way. I've been able to enter rooms that I didn't think I would be able to enter, and I just feel like I'm learning and developing a lot quicker through this process. I've definitely matured, and that's not me boasting. Like, I genuinely, you have to. You can't be childish when there's like your career, your money, like everything tied into it. You grow up pretty quickly, and there's just so much stuff that I feel like I've learned over the course of a year. And so my goals for 2026 aren't too different to what I've achieved in 2025. So I'm going to do a very short overview, but I am going to do another video that's going to talk more about 2026 and what I want to do for that year. So first and foremost, I am going to become a mum this year. So that's going to be my biggest achievement, and that's kind of set in stone. Like, touch wood, nothing happens. However, that's my biggest goal. That is something that I'm going to do. I do want to be kind to myself this year. I feel like there's a lot of things that I pushed myself a lot last year, and it was great, but this year is going to be a lot of balancing a lot of things. So I just feel like I need to be kind to myself this year. As much as I want to achieve things, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. And so being a mum is probably my biggest goal for 2026 in every aspect. That's working on our relationship as we have an extra human in the mix, as well as being someone that runs their own business, that's having to juggle being a new mum and maternity leave and all of that, as well as trying to be the best mum that I possibly can, building a relationship with our families. There's just going to be a lot of shifting that's going on during that period. It's already started happening. I can already feel it from me being pregnant and like how things have worked, but it's definitely going to be different when Baba comes. So I'm very excited for that, and I'm excited for you guys to see what 2026 has in store. Hopefully you guys too have some good goals of 2026. So before I share my other video of going into detail of what I want to do in 2026, please feel free to send maybe just one big goal that you have for 2026 in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. It doesn't have to be something that you are going to be held accountable for. If you want to be, feel free to like really hone it in, and I will make sure that I can call people out if you really want in my videos to come. Just one accomplishment you want to make. It doesn't have to be something huge. It could be something small, like be more consistent in posting, follow through with the commitment to myself that I've made. And you don't have to specific in the comment if you've got it in your head yourself. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to see more from me. If you want to check me out on TikTok and Instagram is at Maya Kepping. And if you want to check out my business, I have linked it below, but it's also at Creative Evolution Limited Ltd. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one, guys. Bye.